Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. John Mark Mills here, and welcome to King Arena for this matchup between the Wheaton Thunder and the Lake Forest Foresters. This is the Thunders going for their 8th win of the season. They're currently 7-7, whereas the Lake Forest is currently entering in having lost 10 in a row with a 4-11 record between these two teams. So this should be a matchup where the Thunder are really looking to kind of continue this role they've been on, entering 5-2 in their last 7 matchups, where obviously if you are Lake Forest trying to pull out a win here in what has been a lengthy losing streak for this Foresters team. And now we'll throw it down to the court for team intros and the national anthem.
Good evening, all from the Wheaton College here for tonight's non-conference women's volleyball matchup between the Lake Forest College Foresters and your Wheaton College Thunder. Before we get started, at this time we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. a special welcome to the matriarch of Wheaton College Volleyball Gym tonight, Maryland Scrivener. Welcome to Maryland. And now the introductions for the starters for the next match. First for Lake Forest, Wolverine, wearing number 4, Izzy Vicious. Wearing number 1, outside hitter, a sophomore, Mary Wheaton. Wearing number 2, the senior for the Foresters, Hannah Wheaton. A freshman, wearing number 7, Rebecca Echo. A junior for Lake Forest, number 12, Madison Stevens. A freshman from Hampshire, Illinois, number 16, Julie Lorenzo. Number 17, a junior for Lake Forest, Haley Bryant. And then the 39-year-old Wheaton College Thunder. The winner of the junior at the Oklahoma, wearing 8 Allen. The sophomore from Oakland, Wisconsin, number 3, Marley Anderson. A senior from East Lansing, Michigan, number 4, Ryan Brogan. Number 5, senior from Phoenix, Arizona, Kaylee Byron. A senior from Littleton, Colorado, wearing number 11, Audrey Rivers. Another senior, she's from Chesterfield, Missouri, number 12, Colleen Smith. And a junior, wearing number 15, Naomi Bunker. Wheaton is coached by Stephanie Schmidt. She's assisted by Becca DeMoss and Nick Moriarty.
Welcome back to WTSN as we're getting prepared to kick this one off between the Wheaton Thunder and the Lake Forest Foresters. As mentioned, teams going in seemingly opposite directions, with the Thunder kind of picking up their play recently, coming in 5-2 in their last 7 matches and also undefeated in conference play. This, of course, is not a conference game, but very strong showing for the Thunder so far in conference play, even though their record is overall at an even 500, 7-7. And, of course, you have on the Lake Forest side a 4-11 team entering with 10 straight losses. So definitely different trajectories for both these teams right now. If you're Lake Forest, obviously looking to snap this substantial losing streak that they're on at this point. Whereas the Thunder just trying to keep that momentum going, keep going strong into what will be a schedule filled with more and more conference games that are really going to kind of prove the season and matter the most. So we will get prepared to get underway. And it looks like the Thunder will start off with the ball to start this game. Coming in off of a close victory, 3-0 victory over Illinois Wesleyan, but all the matches were close, 25-21, 25-23, 25-15 for the Thunder, and that's an ace to start off this one. Right away, 1-0 Thunder lead. And that's a very strong early start for the Thunder. And this one goes in, is set up and then slammed over top. And that one ends up on the side of the Thunder, and that'll be a point going for Lake Forest way. Not able to get quite up to the net, close enough to the net to knock that one onto the side of the Lake Forest end, and that ties it 1-1. Thunder just give the little touch over. This one's set, another opportunity for a slam here, and that one is deflected in. So you can see here the set comes up and then over to that far side, just slapped over across. That was alley high for the Thunder trying to get under that one, just couldn't quite get there with the deflection. So now a 2-1 lead. Lake Forest will get their first opportunity on the serve. A little bit of a delay here as Lake Forest looks to just be waiting for maybe something going on at the scorer's table before the serve gets sent in the Thunder direction, and the whistle goes, and we are back underway. One arcs over top. It's set by number 11. Now this one tapped over to Bunker, who goes for the change-up speed there. This should be a free ball now for the Thunder. Looks like perhaps an infraction here on the Lake Forest side, maybe touching the net. Trying to get this ball over, or hard to tell exactly what the call was there, but either way, it's a knotted up game, and that one is set poorly from Lake Forest, and that's a free point for the Thunder. You can see that off of that serve, the set is just not there. Ball played very directly straight into the net. Not much to do there as this one's sent forward by Gers from the Thunder side, slammed over top, but a nice block by Bunker. Lake Forest will try again, and a diving dig there. Unbelievable play. This is the longest volley we've had in this game so far. That one slammed over. Nice block again, giving the Thunder a good opportunity. Sent cross court. Medium speed is picked up easily by Lake Forest as this set continues. Free ball given to the Thunder. Here's an opportunity. Slammed down, but a nice block, and we continue to play. This is an incredible volley. Slammed over again and then kept up. Unbelievable, and it's just into the open spot. Lake Forest, unbelievable volley between these two teams. Lasted probably the entire duration of the rest of the volleys in this game combined, and it's just a perfectly placed ball, evading both blockers, and that ties the game up at 3 apiece. Dug there, then Bunker with an absolute monster slam, and it looks like that one was in play, so that'll count. The power on that slam from Bunker, no chance there for the Lake Forest side. Here's Alley High. One bumped up easily, then slammed down. Great response here from the Foresters. Playing that perfectly between 3 Wheaton Thunder defenders. This game is tight early on, 4-4. Both teams just feeling each other out as play will continue. And that one is taken up by the Thunder, taking the lead back over 5-4. Thunder bench already very animated on the sideline. Getting into this one early. We've already had an incredibly long volley between these two teams. Ball is back in play, and there's a kind of a miscue on the service. That'll be a free ball for the Thunder. Alley High bumping it and then tapped across by number 5, Kaylee Byerly for the Thunder. Now this one just tips over the net. Nice reaction there. And then slam back over, but directly to a Thunder defender. And this is tapped by Colleen Smith, but kept over again by the Foresters, then blocked directly down. Trying it again, tapped over, one-arm save by the Thunder side. That one is slammed again by Smith. Yet another extensive volley between these two teams. Alley High, Colleen Smith with the slam, and that one goes off the outstretched arms. Another incredibly long volley between these two teams, and finally it's Colleen Smith just putting the hammer down, extending this Thunder lead to 2 points. That one flies just over the top of the net and tapped over, and we're going to get a whistle and an infraction here on the side of Lake Forest. So Thunder extend their lead to 3. Now it is number 3 for the Thunder with the service, Marley Anderson. That one's dug easily, and then just a little tap over 2 blockers, but getting over in time is Caroline Capps. Lake Forest looks to see what they can do, and that is a shifty shot there from the Foresters. Didn't look like it was going to have that much velocity off of that swing, but looked like it kind of surprised and handcuffed Mia Staub on the side of the Thunder. Arcing over, here's Staub with the set. That deflects off a block. Foresters now with an opportunity with a nice tap play just off of the blocker, and that's another point for the Foresters. to get back in this game. Sent over top. Staub with the set, tapped over. Straight to Lake Forest defender, and then popped right back up. Here's Staub with the set. Slammed over top and off of a block. That's number 10, Caroline Caps. More like Caroline Claps with that shot. I almost misspoke, but that works too. Caroline Caps on the side with the slam. And here's Smith. Nice easy ball. It should be played well by the Foresters. That's a nice play by Allie High. Mid-range shot there is dive and keeps it up, and that one is slammed straight into the net. You can see the diving play and then the set, and then the slam is just kind of hard to tell if it went off a blocker or just straight into the net, but either way. Here's Colleen Smith on the service again. Ball placed a little and slammed. Looks like Allie High might have had a chance to keep that up. Trying to get the dig there, but just can't extend quite enough to get under it. And that is a poorly dug ball there by the Thunder side, just deflecting off the arms of Audrey Gers. And we're going to be in a close contest right now, 9-9. And set up nicely. Cross court, blocked down, kept up again, and then sent directly over. That was 4 hits, but again, the initial block does not count, so the Thunder are able to play that legally, but not that time. The slam and then just sent over. And yeah, the whistle blew before the rest of that play was even able to develop, so that'll keep the game 9-9. That ball tips over the net. Then just slammed down onto the top of the net, but kept up by the Foresters. And that is in play. Incredible down-the-line shot. You can see Colleen Smith kind of reaching up to thinking about playing that ball, but decided not to. Thought it was out of play, but just a nicely, perfectly placed shot there. Allie High setting that one pretty close to Staub, but then sent over by Gers. Easily played by the Foresters, and that's a long-range slam from the Forester side. Maybe not a shot you really wanted to go for the block, but deflects off the hands off of the hands of Kaylee Byerly and out of play. Maybe could have let that go for our teammate, but either way, we're at 11-9. The guest Foresters lead by 2 points to start this match off, so a good start for Forester's team that, again, has not won in quite a long time. Thunder just trying to get their feet under them right now against a team that's definitely out here to compete. We've had some really, really great long volleys between these two sides, as well as just some good shots put up in these last few plays by the Foresters, which has really helped them to extend this lead to 2 to what it is now. But we've seen the Thunder be in some close battles in recent games and win all 3 of them. Again, against coming off of matches against Illinois Wesleyan where Thunder picked up wins by just as little as 2 or 3 points. We're able to pick up the sweep 3-0 nonetheless, so nothing new necessarily for the Thunder side here. Now breaking out of this huddle are the Lake Forest Foresters. It's been definitely a good start for them. Be number 12, Stevens, to send it up, and now Staub goes across to Smith, who just absolutely destroys that ball off of the hands of a Lake Forest blocker. So much power deflects off, unable to be saved by number 2 from the Lake Forest side. Now it's Byerly with the serve. Set up and then tapped over. Nice one-handed diving dig from Staub. Able to be handled by Lake Forest. Staub again to Bunker, who taps it over. Diving save there from number 13, Graydon. And then once again, Lake Forest able to pick up that point. Keeping this small 2-point lead. It'll be number 16 on the Lake Forest side to serve, and then that is slammed over top, but ball deflects perfectly. And then another block, this one from Bunker, and that's going to be a point for the Thunder. As you can see here, here's the set, cross, and then the slam. Both Thunder defenders able to get up there, Thunder blockers. Slam coming from number 7, Olivia Dreves, on the side of Lake Forest. Now here's Anderson with the service, handled easily. That one set aggressively and then kept up in the air. Nice change up there from the side of the Foresters. Definitely both Thunder blockers, that's Bunker, were not able to time their jumps correctly to deal with that kind of off-speed pitch there from the side of Lake Forest. That one's sent over, and that'll be a point for the Thunder. Nice leap. Nice force put on that by number 11, Audrey Gers, who will now go back to serve this one. The set, the slam, off the block. Deflection too much for Gers. Unable to keep that ball in play. As there's the block, just like looks off the hands of either Bunker or Smith on that play. So some quick volleys racking up now as that one just tips off the net and goes out of play. Would have been a hard one to deal with for the Thunder, but thankfully went out of play. So an error there from the Lake Forest side. Brings the ball back in the hands of number 8, Allie High. Open hand slaps that over. Now here's the jump and the slam. So much power there from Madison Stevens. We've seen her on this close side a few times, just eviscerating that ball over to the Thunder side. This game has remained back and forth, just slightly in the favor of Lake Forest for the majority of this game. As here's Graydon. Here's the set. Colleen Smith, the slam, nice dig there. Then tapped over. This one straight at Gers, who couldn't quite get what she wanted on it and sends it spiraling into the stands. Just barely off of the hands. Gers sent over. A little bit of a miscommunication, I think, from the Thunder between Smith and Gers, both trying to get under that ball. So you can see them both kind of move in for that, and that miscommunication leads to what is pretty much a free point. So this is definitely the largest lead we've seen in this game. Here's Smith. Yet another good dig, and then interesting slam there. Maybe number 1 here not able to quite get enough of the ball on this close side. Thunder trying to close this gap as Mia Staub goes back to take this serve. Off the arms and then swung up. That's Gers saving that one. Staub to Smith. We've seen that a few times tonight. That seems like a favored 1-2 punch. Staub, Smith. Easy point. Serve again from Staub, and that one is just barely out of play here. Just landing out of that backcourt line. Those are the kind of mistakes as the Thunder you do not want to be making as we start to enter the later stages of this game. And that's slammed and then saved. Popped high into the air, and here's the final hit. Nice save again, getting up and then sending it over is alley high. Gers gets back into position after saving that ball. Here's the slam. Gers again, an incredible dig. Trying to finish what she started. Sends it back over. Diving play to keep it in, and it goes over the side. An incredible volley developing here as Smith drops the hammer. Another dive, and the Thunder win that one. Yet another spectacular volley between these two teams. Shout out number 11, Audrey Gers, with 2 huge saves for the Thunder side to keep it in play. 18-16 now. We'll see if that's the sort of play that sparks the Thunder comeback here in the later stages of this game as Smith sends it over. That ball had almost no spin on it as it came over. Colleen Smith saves it, slammed down, popped right back over the net, struggling to get back in position of the Thunder, and then goes straight back at him. But here we go again. Just a little tap. Staub easily saves that one. High to Gers. Another diving save. These teams have been playing some absolutely epic volleys. This should be a free point for the Thunder. The slam down off the ceiling, and that will go to the Thunder. These digs have been so good from both sides this entire game. So good that it sent it straight up into the rafters, which results in automatic point on the Thunder side. Slammed out. Nice overhand save by Staub. Here's Gers. Beautiful changeup. Elevates it over the 2 Lake Forest blockers and puts it into that pocket of space. Could not have placed that ball better, and the Thunder have been able to chip away at this lead and bring it to a tied game. An absolute momentum swing from the side of the Thunder. And there is something to be said for these long volleys that just feel like they should be worth more than 1 point, but still end up, of course, not being so. But like with the amount of just intensity and effort that is going to these long points, winning them can be a huge, huge momentum swing. And the Thunder really seem to be taking that to heart as they won that huge, lengthy volley. They're kind of using that to spur them on to tie this game 18-18 in what has been a close game throughout. Both teams going back and forth. Certainly an exciting game. We've seen great play. Again, to shout out Audrey Gers on the Thunder side in that just a few volleys ago, making some great plays to keep the ball available to her team. We'll see who is able to come out of this timeout here with the momentum and take this first set. So the huddle gets broken. Teams line up to start the final stretch. This first set. Here's Smith. Low dig. Slammed over off the block. That's a good start for the Foresters. Just off of the Thunder block. And here's Stevens with the serve. Staub sets it up to Gers. Tapped over, trying to get in that pocket again, and another well-placed ball. That was Graydon, number 13 on the Lake Forest side, diving to try to get under it and sending it straight into the net. Ashton Major with the serve. Oh, a beautiful play from McGee. Absolutely schmixing her opponents there. Looked like she was going to set it to a teammate, but said, nope, I'm just going to send that straight over, and caught the Thunder completely off guard. Don't know if that's going to be able to work more than once, but it certainly did there. So here's Smith. That's McGee saving that one, and a high arcing ball. This is going to be a mid-range slam. Staub's going to send it to Bunker, who another beautifully placed ball. These Thunder attackers just with some excellent ball placement between Bunker and Gers, and knotting the game back up at 20 apiece. Now it's Marley Anderson. A tight game, trying to close this one out. We'll see who's got a little extra, and that's just perfectly right before the end line and out of the range of a diving Smith. Gers, Bunker, oh. Slammed right into the net from Bunker. Could tell she wanted that one, but just a little bit too aggressive. And that's a costly mistake. Trying again, Gers, that is sent far out, and now the Thunder with a few mistakes starting to rack up here. Unforced errors on the Thunder side are giving the Foresters the advantage. We were 18-18 out of that timeout, and a 5-2 run being put up by the Foresters largely off of just, unforced mistakes from the Thunder side, as you saw Naomi Bunker put one right into the net, and then Gers send a ball long and out of play. So just 2 points away from finishing off this first set are the Lake Forest Foresters. And even this would be a step for this Lake Forest team, just considering they've dropped a lot of matches 0-3 in recent days, so. One arcs over. Bunker with the slam kept up, and that will be a fourth hit over top. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth means an infraction on the Lake Forest side. This is Gers now on the serve. Slam down off the block. Great job by Lake Forest converting on these strikes. Now just 1 point away from closing this one out. Thunder gonna need to pick up a few points, as that's a diving save by Ali High. Beautiful effort play there. And now again off the hands of Bunker. Ali High gets there and slammed down, and a big play there from the Thunder, keeping this game alive. That's Briley Brogan on the conversion. But talk about the play of Ali High there to keep that play alive and ultimately keep the Thunder in this game. And she will be the one on the service. Slammed over off the hands. High gets there. Here's Smith. Kept up by the Foresters with a chance to end it on this. That's a pretty easy play from the Thunder side, then slam back down. They're going to have to get it over here. Here's Colleen Smith with a slam. Beautiful dig. Tap directly over. High saves it. That's Smith keeping it up. Ali High with a great save. Here's Smith with another slam, but Lake Forest will not be deterred as they slam it down for this first set win. Beautiful play from Lake Forest, able to weather the storm and just outlast the Thunder on that final point, and they take this first set 25-22. A 3-point win. The Thunder will have to come back out of this huddle and figure out some adjustments to make to try to close this next one out in a way that they couldn't in this first matchup, this first game. So a 3-point victory in this first set for Lake Forest. Seeing some great play on both sides of the ball from both teams. Really just an even matchup all around. Some great digs, some great powerful strikes from the likes of Naomi Bunker and Gers on the side of the Thunder, but just not enough to get it done in the final minutes. And we'll see what the Thunder what sort of adjustments the Thunder are going to want to make heading into this second set. Coming in off of just some really great performances from the Thunder in recent days, so I think it certainly wouldn't be too surprising to see the Thunder bounce back after this first set loss, but I think overall you got to be impressed with the Lake Forest side, especially just with the amount of losses they've been racking up, but coming in looking very strong and definitely able to play with the Thunder throughout this whole first set. And, you know, definitely if you're on the Thunder side, not too much to be upset about. I would say both teams just played pretty well in that matchup, and just a few unforced errors down the stretch for the Thunder really gave them a hard time in closing that match out. We saw some serves go a little bit too far and some balls hit into the net that just kind of extended the Lake Forest lead to around 3 late in the game, and the Thunder just couldn't quite recover from that deficit. So even just able to eliminate those unforced errors late in the game could be a big factor for the Thunder to try to close out this next one. We've also seen the Thunder get out to quick starts in games before, so I think that could be something that they could certainly come out and do in this upcoming set as well. From Lake Forest end, I think just keep playing those long volleys. There's a lot of just stable, consistent play on their end that you can see throughout these long volleys that really seems to play to their game well. And they've been able to outlast the Thunder on a number of occasions. So we will see as intermission gets broken. Lake Forest looking pretty pumped up and excited, as I'm sure you would expect after that opening victory. Thunder a little bit more sober-minded here. And we are ready to get underway once again. 0-0, Thunder down 1-0 to start this game, and that one just flies a little too far. Unable to be saved. Bunker was there either way, ready to slam that one back down. This will be Gers on the serve. And that's an ace. Saw an early ace in the first match between these two teams for the Thunder, and get one once again, so 2-0 lead. Gers trying to do it again. Popped up in the air, set nicely, slammed down over top. Allie High is able to get under that one though. Now Smith. Wake Forest again. That one sent straight into the net, so a few early errors now starting to accumulate, and it's 3-0. Good start for the Thunder. Here's Gers on the serve. Tapped over, but easily played by Anderson. Smith just off the top of the net, one-arm dig. And here's another tap over. Allie High is going to play this. And that curves over top by Briley Brogan. No good on the point, blocked down. And the Thunder pick up another point. So a good quick start, straight off to a 4-0 lead. That one tapped over. Nice diving play by Gerson and slammed directly down. Definitely a good effort play, but just a little bit too much on it, and that's just too easy to wallop that down straight onto the Thunder side. Foresters pick up their first point this match, and then Bunker with the error here, straight into the net. Here's the serve. Smith tapped over, saved. Now that goes directly at Anderson. Now to Smith, cross court. Beautiful dig. Sent over again, that's high. This one slammed by number 4 for the Thunder, Briley Brogan. Finally breaking that stalemate. That's gonna be a big part of this game because Lake Forest is very capable of playing these long points against the Thunder. And it seems like if the Thunder can find those kind of volley breaking plays like we just saw, it's going to be a big factor in determining whether the Thunder are able to win. Because it just kind of seems like an onslaught is thrown at the Lake Forest side, but they always have the answer and are able to get themselves in a position to find the point. But good signs from the Thunder, able to pick their spots better. As here's Smith, just like this. That ball is just not getting through like the Thunder might be used to. That one's saved again. Sent over and out of play. That ball is sent long. Now a 6-3 game. This is saved, and then one arm trying to keep it up, but cannot. Mustad, the 4th hit, which generates the infraction. Able to keep it up are the Thunder, but obviously an illegal play there. Sent over by Smith. Here's the opportunity for the slam. The alley high diving to try to save that one, but can't. Just out of her reach, and it's now 6-5. So after a quick start, a little bit of a run here by Lake Forest. Smith off the block. And for the first time in a little bit, we're seeing one of these Colleen Smith's slams result in a point for the Thunder side. And it will be Smith to serve. The dig. That one is easily seen to be out of play by the back line defensive high and Smith. No question about where that ball was going, and didn't even bother trying to play that one. Here's the slam over top. Nicely placed. Just over the head of high and just out of the reach of Smith. Here comes the serve. Staub. That is slammed and in play. Maybe just caught the end line as that one sailed with incredible velocity. Yeah, literally hit that end line. So a beautiful ball there to pick up the point. We're at 9-6, Thunder lead. Popped up high in the air. Slammed down and a nice block, kept up again. And a beautiful conversion from the Lake Forest Foresters off the net, and then just perfectly playing that over the block of number 15, Naomi Bunker. Dig, here's Bunker with the slam. That's out of play. That one not catching any end line. Except for maybe not even, yeah, well past the line. That was in the paint. Bunker keeps it up and was looking for Staub or Caps to be there. Probably trying to hit Staub because Caps was well far back, but just didn't play it in position that Staub could get at, and we're now tied 9-9. This is going to be a free ball for the Lake Forest side. Slammed down. Woo! That had some intense speed on it. Just boom, right off the hands. Not much it looked like that could be done about that one. We're gonna have number 6 Pluhar enter the game for the Thunder, picking up that backline center position, and she immediately gets the ball. Here's Gers. That is sent high and up over the suspended basketball hoop. It was so high. And we have another substitution as Briley Brogan enters the game and Mia Staub exits. This is Marley Anderson to serve. The slam off the block. Here's Allie High. Cross to number 4, Briley Brogan. Played easily by the Foresters. That's by Anderson. That's Gers. Once again, a long volley tipped over, kept up by Bunker. High, Gers, slammed, kept up. Unbelievable, the ability of these Lake Forest Foresters, and that's gonna be a point. Just once again, just such solid and stable play coming out from this Forester team. Just never seems shaken by these long volleys whatsoever. They get in their position and make solid high percentage plays and wait for the Thunder to get discombobulated or make an error. And so far it's been working. They're up one, of course, one set, but also up 1 point in this game, 11-10. Just a quick delay for Marley Anderson to retie her laces. And we're back underway. Here's Bunker keeping it up. Just slapped over by Brogan. Big opportunity for Lake Forest. Diving keep. Here's Gers. Slammed. Kept up again. Just unbelievable play. Once again, Lake Forest. The ability to just not blink at any of these powerful strikes that the Thunder are just throwing at them, whether it be Gers, whether it be Smith, whether it be Bunker, doesn't seem to phase this Lake Forest team as they handle each and every strike getting thrown their way. See what the Thunder need to break through, and there's a big one. Finally, Gers able to beat the block, come up with a point. Gers with the serve. Set. Should be a free ball for the Thunder. See who they want to give it to. This one's Bunker. Just a pretty innocuous looking hit from Bunker, but played it in a good spot, made it difficult for our opponent to get under, and that leads to a point. We're knotted at 12 apiece. That one got close to tipping off the net. High, swoop, straight into the net, but looked like it might have been a free hit for the Lake Forest side, and then that'll be a point for the Thunder. It's kind of a broken play here. As there are a few times that looked like one thing was going to happen, whether it be, that the ball getting slammed down by Lake Forest, but not able to do so, and it ends up with a Thunder point. Here's Gers. Straight into the net. There's one of the first real unforced errors we've seen in this game for the Thunder. Serve sent over. Saved. Tapped over. Able to keep it up. Nice diving play. Tips off the net. Sent over. Pretty free ball here. Nice set. Tapped over top. Getting in position is Anderson to keep that ball up and then slam down, and that's number 13 for the Thunder, Gilbert, and that is off the top of the net. Didn't even reach the block. Serve is in, alley high. Plays it up, Anderson. Once again. And we're gonna get a whistle here against Lake Forest, as Naomi Bunker checks out the 1-point deficit. High. Slammed over. A lot of power behind that strike. Gets all of it. And that goes straight off of Ashton Major. Anderson, the set, the slam cross court, and that is in. It must have caught that far sideline, and it just barely did. The Thunder pull within one. What is a huge game, down 1-0. It's a lot. 1-1 is a lot different than 2-0, especially with how close these games are. First one was pretty much the same storyline, close all the way through. As that service gives the Lake Forest side some trouble. No, more like the dig was just not on point there. There's the serve, and Thunder get back in position. That's Staub setting up for high. It's gonna go to Smith. Diving save, kept up. Should be a free ball for the Thunder if they can corral it. They do. Here's the slam. That might have been out of play. It's hard to tell, but it's put back in play anyway and then directed straight off the net. And now it's the Thunder's turn to enjoy a 2-point lead, which will in turn prompt a timeout. So finally, the Thunder, after trailing for around 2 points for much of this last stretch of this game, have grabbed a 2-point lead and have the opportunity to try to close this one out in what is essentially the same spot we were at in the first battle between these two teams. It's tied 19-19 late in that one, and we're at 17-15. And definitely see if the Thunder can try to limit those mistakes that really cost them late. I think if they do that, they certainly have been playing right with the Foresters. But all in all, some really even play. Teams are very evenly matched, despite having very different storylines entering this game. Thunder gonna look to come out of this timeout with the same sort of energy that they were using to take this lead back. Be number 2, Mia Staub, to serve. Player who battled injury earlier on in this season and is now back to being a
fundamental part of this Thunder team. You can see pretty clearly from the play that she's exhibited in this game so far. And we're back underway. Big slam, bigger block. Ashton Major puts the Thunder back up by 3. Staub on the serve, and that's out of play. Don't want to let your opponents back into this game at all if you're the Thunder, and that's what those sort of misses are going to do. In game 2. Nice dig. Staub with the set and some absolute authority behind that slam from number 9, Ashton Major. So now, Major with a block and a strike out of this timeout, proving to be a huge factor for the Thunder late in this game. Here's Smith with the serve. There's a slam and blocked yet again. Unbelievable rally here from the Thunder side. And that was number 10, Caroline Capps, on the block. Smith with the serve. That's played a little too far. It's going to be tapped and then thrown straight down. Get that out of here. And another block. The Thunder not letting anything get over this net right now. Should be a free ball. Big opportunity for the Thunder. There's the slam, and that is pretty obviously out of play. Major feeling it, but not feeling it enough to keep that one in play. Two-point lead. Slam down. That's Capps again. Capps and Major coming up huge for the Thunder late in this game. It'd be Major Cap to say that they're not coming up huge for the Thunder. And another block down, this one by Bunker. And that'll be a point, so the Thunder playing so well around the net right now, rejecting everything that the Foresters try to throw. Saying, no, 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 we're not going to let you get that. And have a 4-point lead. Probably I would say the largest of the game so far for the Thunder, since they were up 9-6 earlier on, with a chance to close this one out. Again, playing to 25. So 3 more points. Will secure a Thunder victory in the second game. So the Thunder break their huddle early. And now Foresters join them and head back to their positions. So a 22-18 lead as Ashton Major gets set to serve, and it's sent over. See what the Foresters can throw at the Thunder out of this, and that's Major diving to keep that ball in, but unable to. Just off the block. And the lead is 3. Here's the serve. Staub. Nice change of pace there, but the whistle will blow against the Thunder. Maybe just connecting with the net a little much on the follow through. And the lead has been halved. And that is a costly error there from Lake Forest. They're just starting to get back in this game, and the serve is directed straight into the net. putting the Thunder within 2 points. Here's Anderson. Nice block. And it's really been the work of the likes of Caps and Bunker and Major at the right by the net, sending back anything that Lake Forest sends their way. And now the Thunder with an opportunity to close this one out. And that's out of play. So they're gonna have to try to do it without the serve. Meanwhile, Lake Forest has to pick up 3 points to get a chance. It's extending this game, and that is a poor set by Ali High. And some life now from the Lake Forest side. Down by 2. Thunder with an opportunity to end it right here, and they will not. Kept up. And we have a whistle, and the Thunder will take this game on an infraction. 2 infractions are the final 2 points secured by the Thunder off of a error on a serve and then a late game infraction there. And the Thunder don't really seem like they earned the victory in the end, but through their play throughout the rest of the game certainly did so, and they're willing to take the errors from their opponent to finish off that game and not the games at 1-1. So we will see as this game continues on what Game 3 will throw at us and what has been a very even matchup in both games between these two teams. And just to remind you, if you're just joining us, I'm John Mark Mills here for this matchup between the Wheaton Thunder and the Lake Forest Foresters. We have played 2 games so far. The tally is 1-1. Both games incredibly close throughout. Neither team able to come out with leads at more than 4 or 5 points at the most. So very back and forth. Very well played from both sides. And some very exciting and long volleys as well. Certainly not been a boring game so far, to say the least. The Thunder really just able to limit those late game errors to come up with that win, as well as just playing some excellent defense and getting up and blocking balls that they simply weren't doing in that first game. And that was really kind of the difference there. It just didn't seem like Lake Forest could power anything past the likes of Bunker and Caps and Major, who were just getting all up in their face at the front of the net and rejecting anything that the Foresters tried to send their way. And that really was a difference late in that game, as well as a few service errors and a few other errors committed by the Foresters, which secured that victory for the Thunder. Of course, we will play first to 3, so we're in for at least 2 more games between these two teams. What is essentially a best of 3 at this point. And just to highlight a few players on the Thunder side, we've seen some really great play from Ali High, as always. So stable there. Colleen Smith, some great slams from the far side. Bunker, as mentioned, at the net, providing just a presence there, able to just reject so many of the things that Lake Forest wants to do. And then you got to mention Ashton Major, too, picking up 2 important points late in that second game to really cement the victory for the Thunder. As the horn goes, and we get prepared for Game 3. And just to give some updates on other Thunder athletics. The Wheaton men's soccer team is currently up 1-0 over Augustana at half. Over at Joe Bean Stadium. Of course, welcome to tune into that. But this has been a pretty exciting game, so also welcome to stay with us here, of course, in King Arena. And what is certainly destined to be a very close rest of this set. As we are back underway, and that is Smith with the set over top. Kept up by Anderson, and slammed cross court and out of play. So that point will go to the Foresters. That's Gilbert there, trying to pick the corner. Alley high, sent up, another one at basically the same shot that Gilbert just tried on the last play, and once again out of play from the Thunder side, so 2-0 lead now. Serve is slammed straight down, and yeah, that's just an easy pickup on the side of Lake Forest. That serve is off the mark, just a little wide, and that'll be the first point for the Thunder. Set down and then tried to get a little kick there to keep the ball up, but couldn't. That will result in an ace. Serve sent up. There's the tap, but then rejected by Bunker. Try again. That one gets through the block and is just too tough to play for number 11, Gers. The serve from Lake Forest side, and that's a miscue from Alley High. Trying to play it in the direction of Anderson. It's a little bit of a mishit there. Gets that one well, though. Colleen Smith with the tap. Not able to find the pocket of space, and then that is a big block. Slammed. Kept up by High. Beautiful dig. Here's Smith with a slam. Rejected, and that will be a point to the Forester side. Ooh, that is barely kept in play. And then another dive, and looks like the whistle's gonna go. Ball might have hit the ground, not sure exactly, but the point will go to the Thunder. It'll be their serve. High on the serve. Up. Mid-range shot. High, tapped over, and trying to get maybe a little too cheeky with it is Gilbert there. Trying to just arc it over top. Couldn't get under it enough and sends it straight into the net, so substantial early lead as far as these two teams go, with a 7-3 lead for Lake Forest. Slam down. Big point from Major. Ashton Major, a 5'11" freshman. From Edmond, Oklahoma. And that ball sent straight into the net. So a free point picked up from the Thunder, and they close the gap a little bit. And that's gonna be an ace for Mia Staub. Some quick points from the Thunder. 3 straight. And another difficult ball to play, but that was an interesting play. Diving just to keep it in play, but gets some English on it and picks up the point. Kind of a interesting play there on the side of Lake Forest, but it works out. Here's Major. A bit of a changeup on the arm there. That was an interesting shift, and that is sent high up into the rafters, and it is allowed to be played, okay. But it'll be a free ball for the Thunder. Got to capitalize. And they send it cross court, and that's out. That's the 3rd time we've seen a Thunder attacker try to make that cross court play work, but just haven't gotten the placement down quite yet. And that's a ace now for Lake Forest. The serve up to Staub. That's Caps with a powerful strike, but sends it straight into the net, which will prompt a timeout. So back up to 5 points. A 5-point lead now for Lake Forest. The largest early lead we've seen accumulated by either of these teams. That means it's going to be up to the Thunder to dig out of a hole they haven't really been in. Been able to play relatively close, down 2 or 3 points throughout, but it's still early in this game, so plenty of time to make that comeback. And taking a wise timeout before this game starts to get out of control. Just try to calm things down. Get in a better headspace as the Thunder look to try to claw their way back in. And the serve will go to Lake Forest out of this timeout. Alley high, Staub, tapped over and beautifully positioned there. I believe that was number 10. Caps just playing it perfectly in space. Away from DeHorn. Diving, keeping it up, but that's an ace. So Thunder out of that stoppage. Coming in with a vengeance. And are whittling away at this deficit. Here's Smith. That's just too far. But it works out. That's the second play we've seen now from the Lake Forest side that just is honestly a miscue that somehow ends up going their way. The Thunder is getting some unlucky plays. And that's Major. Straight down this close side. Beautifully placed ball. Absolutely insane. She's played so well. As a freshman, you gotta assume she's only gonna keep getting better. Now it's Caps there. That cross-court shot works, although it is played. Staub mistiming her jump, but keeps it up. Now Major sends it for a free ball for the Foresters. Here we go, cross-court, diving down. And that point's gonna go to Lake Forest. There's 16, Barrientos on the serve. Bumped up, Staub. Caps, can't hit her spot. Nice timing her jump, but not able to place the ball quite where she wanted it, and the lead's back up to 5. Staub. Slam by Caps. That one she got under. Deflects off the block. Staub to Caps again. Off of the little net antenna there, it looked like. Yeah, so that's an infraction on the Thunder side. Now it's a 6-point lead as we have number 16, Tabitha Clark, for the Thunder checking in for the first time. And that is an insane amount of force behind that one, is able to keep it up. That's Gers bouncing off the Raptors a few times. And Lake Forest absolutely on a roll right now. Up 7 points. Barrientos with an error on the serve, perhaps giving the Thunder some life. 16-10 now. Ending an extended run from Lake Forest. Put them up by 6. Here's Anderson. Slammed over top, off the block, kept up. Anderson again. Gers. Bumped. Slammed across and out. That is just missing that far corner. And it'll be Anderson on the serve. Bumped up and then sent over. We've seen that play a few times now from number 16, Barrientos. Just, you always got to be aware of it for sure, because she will go for that play. We've seen her try it 3 times now with pretty decent success. And if you're the Thunder, it's just another thing you got to be thinking about that might be an option. And it seems to be working well, picking up some important points here and there. And even if it's something that's not going to work every time, it's definitely one of those plays where if you can work it in a few times, it's going to throw the other team for a loop, and that's what it's done to the Thunder so far. This is set by Brogan. Tapped up, nicely played. Tapped over, 3 blockers coalescing at the net for the Thunder, then blocked again off the hands. Thunder say no. Bunker, once again played over, and then straight into the net, and then the block. And that is some great blocking by the Thunder over and over. The likes of Bunker and Brogan able to frustrate the attempts of the Lake Forest attackers, as now we have number 1, Katie Stotts, entering the game. And she'll serve. Barrientos set, slammed. Try again. Slammed again. Kept up. Bunker. Little too high, and that's tapped straight back down. Yeah, Bunker just a little too much on that set, sending it straight back over to Lake Forest side, and that's an easy point. If you're the Foresters, just gotta play even for the rest of this game, and the 6-point lead will result in a victory. High sets that. Slammed over top. Barrientos sent up and over by number 17, and then diving. Can't quite get there is number 8, Katie Mueller. Now here's Allie High, trying to will her team back into this game. And that's a good serve, but that's a great save by Mueller too. Thunder with a good opportunity now here with Smith on the slam. Kept up again. Well, has a lot of spin on it. Sent over and High can't quite dive and get it. That's number 1. It's a great, well-positioned hit. Brings the lead back up to 6. DeHorn on the serve, High. Smith tapped over, and that should be in, and it is. Not bothering for straight power, but just putting it exactly where it needed to be put. Colleen Smith. And now it's Staub, down 5. Tapped over. That's Stotts, then sent over by Major, rejected. Another chance, tapped over, off the net again, one-handed, keeps it up. Diving again, there's Stotts with the set. Cap sends it over. Just a flurry of action here as that slammed down off the block of Major. But that point is gonna be picked up off of the slam from Madison Stevens. Great play from both sides just to think quickly and get through what was just a flurry of activity right in front of the net. There's Staub, cross to Caps. So much strength behind it from Caps. When she's gotten all of it, she has hit it hard so far this game. Caps has an absolute cannon when she can get on top of it. Here's Smith. High in the air. Tapped across. Smith. Staub. Caps. Out. Airs that one just too far. Now it's Stevens to serve. High, backing up, retrieves that ball. Caps again with the block. And that's 2 tries for Caps and 2 rejections. 1 off of the miss, and that's a great block there. 7-point lead for the Foresters. Here's Staub. There's Gers. Haven't heard her name called too much in this 3rd game. Bumped up by Smith, a little too far to Staub, to Major. And looks like stepping over the line. Yep, right there. Can see it from Staub. Now just 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead. So he's gonna go to Gers, rejected, and now it is Lake Forest flipping the script. Whereas the Thunder were able to play so well in front of the net, blocking. Now it's Lake Forest's turn to do the same. And it is now game point, 24-15. Arcs over top and out. Good eye there from Colleen Smith to let that one just sail out of play. Another attempt at match point, bumped across. Major, Staub, Gers, just over the outstretched hands. The Lake Forest player, and now down by 7. A monumental task really for the Thunder to get back in this game, but they're gonna try their best. Another game point, and that's a miscommunication. Like DeCock was trying to get at that ball, but miscommunicated with her teammate there. Now it's Major, down by 6. And that sails out, and that error will give the game to the Lake Forest Foresters, giving them a 2-1 lead. And so yeah, 2-1 lead for the Lake Forest Foresters, taking what is, at least for this set so far, a dominant win, taking it by 7 points over the Wheaton Thunder. And really, once they kind of got out to that 4 or 5 point lead early on in the game, didn't look back and were able to extend it to 7, 8 points, and the Thunder just couldn't seem to get any momentum to claw their way back in. And just the adjustments being made by the Lake Forest side to get some really just key blocks as the game progressed that the Thunder really were finding in the second game. So definitely just a flipping of the narrative for this game. And we'll see now as the teams huddle up for these 2 minutes between games, see what adjustments are made. And the Thunder tasked with trying to come back from the most lopsided game we've seen yet. See how they can respond to that, because it's definitely different to lose by a few points and feel like you're in it, as opposed to kind of being down 4, 5, 6 points throughout the game. So the Thunder will look to do that. As just for a little bit of a recap for those of you who may just be joining us, we're 2-1. Lake Forest leads 2 games to 1. We've had first two games were close affairs, hard-fought affairs, closed out by 3 to 5 points, and only now in this third game did we see a little bit of a little bit of command taken by one of these teams. In this case, Lake Forest with a 7-point victory. And so now Lake Forest positioned with an opportunity to finish this out, while the Thunder are going to have to battle back and win 2 straight after this to have a hopes of extending their current streak of good play. Again, 5-2 entering this match. Started the season 2-5, then moved to 5-2, so 7-7 on the year are the Thunder. So we look to get back in this game, and Thunder, I think, are just going to need to go back and get to what they were doing before, as far as having Bunker and other players make big plays at the net. But either way, we're on a fresh slate for this final game, and we'll see if Lake Forest can continue that momentum that they had. See if this proves to be more of an indication of where these two teams are at, and the Forest is just going to take it to the Thunder the rest of the way, or if the Thunder can bounce back, and that's an early error. Number 11, Gers. A 1-point lead. This one tips off the net. Smith with the slam. Beautiful dig, and then that deflects off the net. Diving to keep it up. Alley high. It's going to have to be tapped over by Caps. Cap's not used to putting any less power than usual, but had to do it there. And here's Gers off the net again. We've had a few deflections now, but get one of these long volleys that Lake Forest has been so adept at winning so far. Kept up. Now another chance. Mid-range serve, and there's Colleen Smith. Excuse me, that's Caps actually on the far side this time. With the explosion on the far side, 1-1. Now she'll go back to serve. The block. That's sent just out of play by Kaylee Byerly. Barely missing that end line. Here's the serve. Kept up, Smith. Nice dig. Want to send it over on this one. Allie High gets under it. Here's Gers, diving and can't keep it in. So an even start for these two teams. Back to more what we expected from the first two games. Allie High. Slammed down. Trying to get under it was Pluhar. Foresters to serve, and that's straight into the net. Rare mistake. We have some subs as Mia Staub re-enters the game, taking out number 12, Smith. Staub will serve. And overhead slam straight down. Gers says, if you're just gonna set me up like that, I'm gonna make you pay, and she does. Pumped up. Sent over, nice. Job keeping that alive, and then Gers tries to go cross court. Sends it straight into the net. First unforced error from the Thunder side. Here's 13. DeHorn. Gers sends it over. Hit up, and then that's just going to be played for a free ball. That's major, but nice. One-handed keep. Tapped over, easily played by Staub. High. Gers off the block. Kept up again. Long volley developing. Gers, third time's the charm, and gets it to go. Finally, the Thunder able to convert on a longer volley. Been so key to gaining momentum for both these teams. Got just a brief stoppage here as number 8, Mueller, subs in on the side of the Foresters. Over top, Mueller with the dig. Here's the slam, and that's a point for Madison Stevens. See the serve comes over from Gers, set by Mueller, up, and then the slam. That was Briley Brogan on the Thunder side trying to reject that ball, but just couldn't do it. As Mueller checks out. Ball arcs over, now Staub. That to Brogan, and a nice hit there, handcuffs her opponent, and the Thunder with a 1-point lead. Major. Nice serve. That's an ace for Major. Oh, pretty static, just sailing across the net. Put in the perfect position. And there's that tricky play. That Lake Forest likes to send the Thunder's way every now and then, but this time it's no good. Wheaton starting to figure that out, maybe. Here's Major. Serve is good again from Major. So another ace. That's 2 aces in the last 3 serves from Major. Going for 3, not to be though. That's played pretty far down and then smacked straight down by number 10, Caps. Thunder now with a large lead, up by 5. As that's Caps able to just slam it straight down, so 5-point lead. Thunder doing the reverse of what Lake Forest was able to do to them last game, so up by 5 early on in this one. And it's up to the Foresters to try to battle back now. Position that they haven't really been in much in the first 3 games. See what sort of adjustments they can take out of this timeout. But right now, the Thunder playing very well, making some very strong serves in good spots, making it difficult for the Foresters to get under. That's been a big part, picking up 3 points off of the serves from number 9, Ashton Major. And we are back underway. Major to serve again. That is, once again, Major serves just giving the Foresters team fits right now. Just don't seem to know what to do with it. As that's the 3rd ace. I mean, she is a freshman, but she might have to major in serves after this performance that she is putting up right now. It doesn't seem like the Foresters are able to get exactly in the positions that they want. A good job by the 5'11 freshman. Now up by 7 are the Thunder. Here we go. This time going to be put in a good spot. Slammed across, blocked, and then trying to get under it. It's Briley Brogan, but just can't get there. And finally, the Foresters break that run by the Thunder. And Ashton Major, having done her work well, subs off, and Allie High re-enters the game. Staub. Caps. That's too far. Set from Staub. Caps just a little too much on it. And that one's out. Good job from High to watch it out of play. Set up and then tapped over top. Knocked down, nice diving keep in, but can't get it to a teammate. It's number 13, Monica DeHorn. It's a nice diving play, but couldn't put it in a position for her teammate to send it back over. Here's Anderson. Cross court, over, slapped up, gets under, Allie High dives, then sent back over. Slammed, keeps it, and then High saves it, gets it to Caps. Maybe could have actually, that's an incredible hustle play from Allie High. One arm, diving, gets under it. Even though it didn't convert, still a nice play by her. Knocked up, and then both Caps and Anderson diving to get that ball, but can't get there. 14-9. A little bit of a run here being put up by the Foresters. And once again for the Thunder. That's Caps with the laser beam. And now with the serve. Fights off that ball and hits it off the top of the net. No need even of a blocker there for the Thunder. Well, hard to tell, actually. Maybe he might have hit the block. Caps to serve again. 16-9, and that's an error from her. Gets a pat from her teammate, Allie High, letting her know it's all right. No problem there. Still got a 6-point lead. Anderson. Try again. Gers. That's off the outstretched arms. Haley Bryant, number 17, on the side of the Foresters. Allie High. Marks that over. Tapped up. Nice play by High to get under that ball. Here's Gers. Changes it up. Foresters were ready for it, though. Tapped over again. High. Major. Nice play from Major. Being a huge difference maker in this game for the Thunder, and triggers another timeout. So an 18-10 lead for the Wheaton Thunder here. Definitely their most dominant performance of this match. And a really just overall strong response from this Thunder team, who pretty much had this exact thing happen to them in the last game. Trailed by around 7 points for a lot of it, and now are right back in the driver's seat, up 8 points, trying to send this to a fifth and final deciding game. And they're in exactly the position they want to be to do so. Up 8 points. Definitely can't stress the play of the freshman Ashton Major enough in this game. It's coming up so huge for her team, being a real impact player on the offensive side of the ball and on the service side of the ball too. 3 aces for her squad. But it's up to the Thunder to try to close this out. They need 7 more points to do so, as Lake Forest has quite a hole to try to climb out of to end this in 4 games. And now number 8, Allie High to serve. Slammed across and out. Sophia Pluhar watches that one sail to her to left. Allie High. Slam high, trying to get there. Can't quite. She gets some encouragement from the fans. Got a few on both sides of King Arena right now, rooting on this Wheaton women's volleyball team. It's Anderson setting up, and there's a slam from Gers, popped high in the air off the rafters. And unable to play it. It's Barrientos. Here's Staub. And that is a miscue. And Thunder will take that. Another ace. Staub will serve it again. Flected up, tapped over, slammed down. Sent over again, alley high, Staub. Major with the fake. And slammed by Pluhar. Here's High. Gonna give it to Gers with the slam and off the block. That's off of number 17, Bryant. He says that's on me. Doubling up. Lake Forest, the Thunder, keeps that up, slaps it back over. That was Gers and Major on the net. Now Gers and Pluhar. Here's Gers again. And that is out. Misses the far corner. Line drive serve. Here's Staub. Tapped up and over. Set. Barrientos. And tapped over by Major. Out of play. Nice idea, though. Saw some open space on this near side. Definitely had a pocket if she could have hit it. Couldn't quite convert. Alley high. To Staub, slammed by Gers, and that hits the line for sure. Absolutely it does. Absolutely no chance on getting to that ball. Perfectly placed. Gers will take over the serve now, up by 10. The set slammed down and rejected by Caps. Says no. I don't think so. 24-13, 11-point lead. Trying to close it out is Gers. Send this to a fifth and final game, and she does. Fittingly with the ace is what we saw the Thunder do this entire game. Whether it be Major, whether it be Alley High, whether it be Caps. Lots of aces coming out for the Thunder and just some unnecessary errors on the side of the Lake Forest Foresters, giving up that game. Dominant performance, 12-point victory, the largest we've seen from either of these teams so far, and that knots us up at 2, so we'll go into a fifth and final game to decide who's going to take this. And what, has been close. We've seen first 2 games very back and forth, within 2 and 5 points, I would say, throughout the entire game, and then some blowout victories by both teams in games 3 and 4. And now we have the rubber match to decide who takes this. We'll see if we see another back and forth battle or whether one of these teams is able to dominate like we've seen in the last 2 games. But definitely some errors starting to accumulate on the Lake Forest side, not playing as steady defensively as we maybe saw them do earlier on in this match. So it's going to be up to them to try to shore up those errors. You can't really be giving up 5, 6 aces in a game and expect to have much of an opportunity, especially when it seems like the Foresters have been playing so well in extended, long volleys where they're able to wear the Thunder down and enforce the errors on their opponents. But really, it's been Lake Forest that's been committing more of these errors, at least in this last game. So either way, incredibly close match between these two teams, very evenly matched. And not surprising, just considering where these teams sit and the talent that, even though Lake Forest has been losing in recent weeks, clearly have on their side. Now it's going to be interesting just to see who can come out of this. Just looking at the narrative of this match so far. Very back and forth. But also both teams taking it to their opponent during over periods of this game. But nonetheless, just in this little intermission, just to give a quick update on the other Wheaton game going on right now. The Thunder lead Augustana 3-0 in the men's soccer game going on right now over at Joe Bean. So, excuse me, the women's game. Misspoke there. Women's game 3-0 for the women leading there. And we are all set and ready to go. As it's Marley Anderson on the serve in this 5th and final match, and that's definitely not how you want to start it off. Gives the point straight over to the Lake Forest side. Laid up. Here's Anderson. Slammed down and rolls along the top of the net. Off of the block. And that's Katz getting the roll she likes. Gives a little bit of a fist bump there. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't get the point, actually. So my bad there. Looks like got called for the infraction beforehand. That's 2-0 lead, actually, and now a 3-0 lead, so very different than I thought based on that play. Not sure what the infraction was, but it's 3-0 for the side of Lake Forest now. So off to a quick start. Off of a few errors for the Thunder. And then that is just a miscue, and now High tries to get at that. So some early miscues now. Jumping the Foresters off to a quick early lead. And right back at you. Sent straight into the net, so 4-1 now. Slammed over and finds her spot. Now 5-1. Here's the serve. Alley High. Anderson. Tapped over by number 5. Byerly. Slammed across. Put up, and that whistle's going to go, and a point to the Thunder. As Ashton Major checks in, taking out Byerly. Alley High now. Bumped up, across. Nice dig from 6 Puhar. Slam, woo! Had a lot on that, but a little bit too much. High to serve again. As the Foresters talk over that play, and we're now back underway. Cross, slam down, high, dives. Ball shoots directly at Anderson, who just can't get her hands up quite in time to keep it up. Good attempt by her. That's a hard, difficult ball to react to for sure. Couldn't really predict where it was going to end up. Sails across, Pluhar. Dig slammed down by Major, kept up again by Pluhar. Cross to Gers, off the block and off the hand. Gets by 2 Lake Forest players. Close game to start. Thunder fans and bench starting to get into this as Mia Staub sets up. 5th and final game. Winner take all in what has been so tightly fought throughout. Gers slams and point Thunder. Staub. The set, the slam. Nice play by High to keep it available. Here's Gers. Just past the arm. And another point for the Thunder. Gers coming up huge. And that will prompt a timeout. We're knotted at 6. After a quick lead for the Foresters, they got off to a quick lead, leading 4-0 for a few early errors, but then the Thunder settled themselves down, got back into it, now have outscored their opponents 6-2 over the last stretch. So it looks like we're set for a nail-biter in this 5th and final game. Thunder break huddle. And send out Allie High, Ashton Major, Sophia Pluhar, Mia Staub, Audrey Gers, and Briley Brogan. And it's Mia Staub to serve. Slam and far. Not even close, that one. Misses far and wide. And Thunder have their first lead of this game. Tapped over, knocked down by Major. Major loves it. Perfectly placed rejection there. Straight down in front of the net. Very difficult for Lake Forest to play. Here's Staub. Up. Slammed. And that's Pluhar trying to get under it, but just can't. And another point here for the Thunder. The set just wasn't there. It flies straight into the net. Now it's Gers to serve. And sails out. These mistakes are going to be important for sure as this game progresses. Staub. Major slams it down. She's been so good all game long for this Wheaton side, and showing you why just like that. Again, a freshman playing so well. Definitely been one of the highlights if you're a Thunder fan. And putting up some good serves that Lake Forest is having a hard time dealing with. Keeps that up. It should be a free ball now. And a block, and then a tap over, and that'll be an infraction on the side of Lake Forest. And it's 11-8. Major. Shot over. Be a mid-range. That should go out. It does indeed. Great eye there from number 11, Gers. And that's going to be another timeout as the Thunder find themselves with a 4-point lead. 12-8, 2 games to 2. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. I'm your announcer, John Mark Mills, and this has definitely been an exciting match throughout. Very evenly matched between these two teams. And the Thunder just getting out to a bit of a lead here, finally. Trying to create some distance between themselves and the Foresters. And they will maintain serve here. Ashton Major, number 9, has done a good job of making these returns hard for Lake Forest throughout this game. Again, saw her with 3 aces in game 4. And the Thunder are ready to go out of the huddle a good 20 seconds before Lake Forest. Thunder know what they want here. They want the ball in the hands of Ashton Major. This very much has been the breaking point in a lot of these games where it's either been decided that it's going to be a close one or the team in the lead has really come out ahead. Out of it, and we'll see. Tapped over, blocked, kept up again. This is going to have to go over right here, and it does. But pretty much a free attempt. Slammed over, nice keep. Nice dig there by Major. Sent over. Another chance at it from Lake Forest, and that's just out. Good patience, good eye, and great play overall from the Thunder. Popped up. The attack, the block, and it drops out of play, however. So finally, Foresters will regain the ball, and as we've seen throughout this match, Allie High takes off Ashton Major now that they're on the defensive side of the ball. Just kind of, I don't even know how to describe that hit right there. It was kind of like rolled off the fingers, but it worked out. Now it's Marley Anderson. And a miscue off of the serve. We've seen that now a substantial amount of times from the Foresters, just not able to deal with these serves from the side of the Thunder. And that will do it as the Thunder close it out 15-9 in that 5th and final set. In a pretty authoritative final set to take the victory. Of course, final set up to 15, so that will do it. The Thunder win 3 games to 2 take down their opponents, Lake Forest, 15-9 in the final game. Thank you for joining us on WTSN. I'm John Mark Mills. We'll see you next time.